So today is Tuesday, July 26, 2022 at 2:06 a.m. And the gang stalking employees who just got off from work at O'Reilly's, they just they're gaslighting me by harassing me with the noise immature noise harassment with the unlocking the door of their truck or whatever. So then when they froze my phone, and then when I try to put them on video, now they stopped, and now they're talking, trying to overtalk my conversation. So they just did that for noise harassment, trying to gaslight me. And here's that drone. Like, go home and shut the fuck up. So this is how they talk from when they're not at work. See, but they came out here just to harass me. They came out here just to harass me with the car. Like, you know how the noise, that the beeping noise that it makes when you unlock the car or unlock your vehicle. And he just kept harassing me with that noise. I think I may have gotten the last part of it on camera, but I'm sitting here trying to sleep, and actually, no, not now, because I can't sleep. I think I may have gotten a little bit of sleep. See, he just called me a fucking delinquent. So I figured out a way to save voicemails. So they're talking loud and stuff. But see, that's the proof right there. But he was doing it more earlier. And I think I showed y'all the Ford Escape right there. Not, I thought it was recently. I showed y'all the Ford Escape with the license plate that said 333 on it. Yeah, it's amazing how people, once you expose the truth about their narcissistic abuse, then they switch their whole entire narrative about you. I mean, I don't even know if Darius was wishy-washy about what to believe, but well, I'm not gonna say a whole lot. But those times when he used to tell me that he thought I was chosen and his favorite, and then he would tell me, "Oh, I know you're targeted for sure. I know you're heavily targeted for sure," and stuff. And even the last phone conversation, he tried to say that he knew that he knows that I'm targeted for sure, but then he turned around and switched his narrative and make it like I was the one who was always the fake and the perp, and that I'm the one that's gang stalking my twin sister. And then he tried to, he bragged and admitted about sneaking behind my back and siding with her and watching her videos and stuff. And I cannot understand for the life of me why he turned against me and betrayed me, or what did I do or say to make him pull away from me or be angry with me in the first place. Because in the first place, I never did him anything. And I'm just freaking mind boggled. You know, oh, I know you're heavily targeted for sure. But then do subliminal videos talking about fake ass TIs, and I know it will be talking about me. But he's the doggone fake friend. And see, now which one of these vehicles? See, she got the one brake light though. I'm sorry, partial brake light or one tail light or whatever. She had her normal tail lights and then quickly switched them right after she passed me. So these gang stalkers get off. They work at O'Reilly's, where I'm wrongfully banned from, and so they work at O'Reilly's, and so I just showed y'all the gang stalker, and y'all still gonna call me fake, and then trying to make it like I'm the. I mean, if they want to make it like they're concerned about my twin sister being sick, and then oh, it's a shame Candy putting you through this and you're sick or whatever. Well, shucks, I'm sick too, and I'm freaking going through this targeting and being forced homeless on the streets and not even allowed to live. My twin sister has a freaking comfortable house and a car and everything like that. So, and she get to have food on the table and everything like that. Ain't nobody calling her greedy. So, um, she can sit there and, you know, tell everybody to not help me during, life-threatening weather and tell everybody don't help her. And saying stuff like, oh, see that GoFundMe you got up there, you might want to keep it up there for your burial. Or, telling everybody not to help me during tornadoes and hail, or telling everybody don't help me during the times of Hurricane Ida and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, it seems like my twin sister is she trying to have me sacrificed or what? If, you don't even want other siblings, no matter what or twins or whatever, if they got going into an argument and stuff, no matter what they're going through, one is not going to treat the other like, oh, you don't have a right to live. So, I mean, and then Darius was trying to talk about how my twin sister, is a perp trying to assume my identity. And he's like, oh, yeah, because after I came back from New Orleans and went through what I went through, yeah, my twin brother was trying to assume my identity. And, oh, he was sleeping in my bed and wearing my beanies and all that stuff like that when he was saying and stuff. So now, he did like what Miss Samantha and Monique and all them did, change their whole entire narrative about me. And no, it's like y'all asses were fake the whole time. So, I mean, Darius, you were secretly fake and two-faced throughout the friendship the whole time. If you try to make like you were suspicious of me the whole time or for a long time, or it's like you tricked me into thinking that you were a friend. So I know I'm truly targeted. I know I don't practice witchcraft. I know I'm fighting for my doggone life and my survival every day. And you're sitting there contributing to ruining my mental health, just like the perps do. And you ain't making nothing better. And it's like you want to try to make me feel like the shittiest person, just like the perps. You're not even doing any uplifting or encouraging. All you're doing is kicking somebody down that's already down. But you expect me to suffer my targeting alone and by myself. But when you were going through stuff, you would call me up crying. But that's everybody's go-to to flock to my twin sister whenever they have an issue with me, trying to use that as, you know, a weapon against me. And then lie and say that, oh, well, Brandy been telling the truth the whole time. She exposing the truth about Candy. And Candy the one that's fake when y'all the same ones tell me shut up and ignore the gang stalkers and, tell me stop filming. But then y'all sit there the first to falsely accuse me of being fake. Y'all want me to shut up and ignore. And, I'm it's like y'all think I'm supposed to throw my life away, or like I'm not allowed to care about my own life and my survival and stuff. If you're a real targeted individual, you would know about the forced homelessness, the forced sabotage, the workplace mobbing, the community mobbing, gang stalking, and all the hindrances that we have to go through, and that they sabotage your finances and everything like that. But don't stop trying to treat me like you think you have the authority to dictate that I should be punished with less rights than everybody else. So oh, and also Trisha was another one who, the latest one, who tried to switch her narrative. I mean, these fake ass, fake bastards want to come and approach me and tell me, oh, you have a beautiful soul, or you're such a pure soul, or you're chosen by God, or you're one of my favorites. And then after they get a little information on you, then they secretly pull away from you, and then they start to be controlling and abusive. And a friend is not going to try to treat you like a child. Even if you think, oh, Candy, act childish or whatever, but that doesn't give you a right to disrespect and abuse me and walk all over me. you know, if, and then it's like they want to think that they're better because they feel like their childhood abuse was stronger. Wow, they got all kinds of drones in the sky near me. Um, yeah, I'm just freaking mind boggled, like in disbelief. I'm in disbelief and mind boggled. So the telephone scatologia perp kept on, harassing and calling me and stuff. So I found a way to block his freaking voicemails too. So there go more noise. So I thought that there were gonna be some more O'Reilly's perps. They just gave a sample of them, their noise harassment and stuff, and they're bold. So it's like, y'all know that the people with steady jobs and been working for years, and they can get away with perping and abusing and gang stalking people. But the moment you speak out, the moment you speak out about being gang stalked, it's like you banned for life. So I mean, when I was going through what I went through with Sky Zone, Darius and Tony H, what they did was they both kicked me down even harder. you know, and I was already feeling at my worst. And they weren't even supportive or anything. All they did was do victim blaming. Like when my stuff got stolen, Miss Samantha, what she did was, she victim blamed me when my stuff got stolen. And when I told her, I didn't even realize she used that against me about the man touching me on my butt and stuff. And so a better way she could have said it was, well, Candy, I'm concerned, about your safety of sleeping by the bay because that man touched you on the butt. All she did was call me up and say, well, oh, you can't sleep by the bay. You can't sleep there. I'm like, why? Oh, you just can't sleep there. And then she started to get aggressive and going off on me and stuff. And I felt like on the verge of hanging up in her face, or I felt on the verge of, telling her something. But, all these narcissistic control freak fake friends, with the one-sided fake friendships that they can tell me their traumas and abuses or their targeting, whether it be real or fake. And then when I tell what I'm going through, which I know is real, oh, you're the one who's starting drama, or, you brought it on yourself, or you're trying to seek pity in it. No. And it's like, y'all, Miss Samantha and Monique, they're older than me, so at least I respect that. But, the ones that's freaking younger than me, who the fuck y'all think y'all are? Damn kids. So, it's beyond my control or not my fault if y'all want to see me as childish, because the foster mom had me overly sheltered. Oh, well, why Brandy don't act childish? Oh, because you just want to side with her, that's all. But bullying, what y'all doing, bullying is freaking childish. Narcissistic abuse is freaking childish. Like, who the fuck you think you are to be 8 years younger than me and dictate that I shouldn't be allowed to have a car or work towards a goal of housing in a car? And then I could give back and help the less fortunate once I would have, if I were to get back on my feet. But they've been hindering me for the past 4 years. It's July 26th. July 31st will be 4 years since I've been street homeless. Lisa Ruby didn't give a damn. It was my first time, being homeless on the streets for 9 days. And they had even less tolerance of street homelessness in Greenville, South Carolina. Even the police will straight up tell you, that you're not supposed to exist and that you have to go live somewhere out in the woods. And so if you seen out in the city trying to sleep on the streets at night, just like Alabama, they threaten you with arrest. But luckily here in Pensacola, being on the streets, I'm glad I don't have to go through that, But, all these people falling for the slander campaigns about me and then turn around and make it like as if they woke up and smelled the coffee, or like they falsely make it like I'm the one that's the deceiver when they actually deceive themselves against me. And it's fucked up the way people are treating me, So, I mean, I'm not allowed to speak up against or speak out against or fight against tyranny and abuse. And then, you act like you hate me worse than your perps that you have to fight against every day, and you want to try to discipline and handle me and try to chastise and punish me and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's like, if targeted individuals, if we're supposed to be uplifting and supporting each other, but what the hell kind of thing that you try to make it like I'm supposed to deal with all my targeting by myself? And I called Darius out on using my traumas as a weapon against me, and then he reversed it and falsely accused me of using my traumas to get over on people. And that's exactly what the perp slander campaign's about me, on purpose so that I couldn't get any support. Darius, you were, other than myself, you were one of the biggest top people who I would have thought would have never caved in and sold out or believed the slander campaigns about me. So at what point did you sell out? Because of course you're not going to admit it. But I really think that you came to me with an agenda. So, I'm still freaking venting because it's not fucking right the way y'all did to me. And then Darius pretended to fake like he sympathized. Come on, man. He pretended to fake like he sympathized with me. If he expressed to me traumas that he went through also. But he was like, oh, when I told him about the foster and the biological, and I tell, if you're supposed to be targeted and I'm targeted, why am I wrong for speaking against my family, foster or biological family members' gangs, that they participate in gang stalking, or it's unspoken taboo? But Darius never let me know all this time. He never let me know that he had an issue with me talking about my family members gang stalking me. And so now he wants to switch the narrative and falsely make like I'm the one who's perping my twin sister. Yeah, Darius, I think you been a perp and came to me with an agenda. You said your grandpa's a Freemason. When your grandpa was a Freemason when he was alive. And you think that you're above God. But then he was do stuff like, pretend to fake sympathize with me And he got a lot of ways similar to the biological gay brother Mark, like pretend to defend and agree with you at first, and then secretly later on go throw it in your face, stuff that he pretended to. I don't know, it's just all around fake, 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 fake. He tried to say, well, it's like when I was telling him about the foster family and the biological family members being controlling and abusive and stuff. He's like, well, it's what they've done to you. Well, they forced handicapped you. And so now you use that as a weapon against me and treat me the same way. Like, it was re-traumatizing me all over again and left me gaslit and questioning, why would you not want me to drive? Why would you think I deserve to be restricted from driving or having a car? Exactly like what the perps do. And that bothered me for a long time. Darius himself even told me that with my income, since I have a bachelor's degree, that with my income alone, that with my bachelor's degree alone, that I ought to be able to have a job where I should be guaranteed to make at least $36,000 a year. So, and other people have told me that too, that with a bachelor's degree alone, that I should be able to get to make at least $36,000 a year. But homelessness is hindering me in so many ways. I don't know why the hell somebody would think that I would fake, suffering on the streets just for sympathy or money or anything like that. Why would I just wake up one day and just decide, okay, I just want to fake being a targeted individual just to have a group to belong to? No, y'all see me fucking suffering. But y'all can gaslight and use projection all y'all want. But there's a big God, and neither one of y'all are the big real God. Y'all Luciferian sellouts, and then call everybody else a sellout and fake. Like, they were hitting me on my right side earlier, now they hit me on my left side, just below my breast, and like at the top of my stomach, they hit me with the freaking frequencies. I guess to try to make me be quiet. But how the hell you gonna switch back and forth between believing that I'm targeted and then try to falsely make like, oh, the Holy Spirit revealed to me that Candy was fake a long time ago? You're a religious fraud. Because all you did was gaslight and manipulate the friendship and play games. And left me questioning, and left me in a state of depression. Like, left me in a state of depression and lots of anxiety attacks. Like daily panic attacks. Wondering, what did I do or say wrong? So, imagine if somebody never intentionally did you anything offensive, and you never told them about it, and then you just secretly pull away from them for 8 days, and then do a video calling them an infection and falsely accusing them of playing the victim, and tell them to just get over your trauma. You acting like you lack compassion, or like you act like as if it ain't that simple to just get over something. And then you're adding to my abuse, and it's like you basically pulled a Lisa Ruby and Tracy Broadhurst on me. And Darius had similar ways like the foster mom Ann, Lisa Ruby, and the biological gay brother Mark. He had ways, in the foster mom's sister Dana, he had ways like all of them mixed in together. And all he wants to do is punish people with plagues and give narcissistic lectures. Like, sit the fuck down. How about somebody sit down and lecture you? Now, if somebody lectured him for 4 hours, he wouldn't tolerate that. He would have hung up in their face or cussed them out a long time ago. But yeah, narcissistic lectures about, treating people how you will want to be treated, when you don't even practice what you preach. But Darius, I'm in fucking disbelief. that you siding with you one of the dirty ones, siding with everybody else. You're not gonna be a righteous person and be secretive and covert and stealthy and sneaky, and then leave me just gaslit and confused. But if you want to falsely believe I'm a perp, well, you're not the final judge. So I'm sitting here being persecuted, and I don't have to tolerate lectures. I don't have to tolerate people trying to tell me off about myself. I do not have to tolerate narcissistic abuse. I don't have to tolerate being bossed and controlled and told what to do or how to live my life. Bad enough the perps restrict us and give us such strong restrictions on our strong restrictions to the point of prison. They don't want to allow us to live. So how the hell are you gonna tell me that, oh, I know you stand for the truth one day, or I know you too real or you too true, and then all of a sudden I'm the fucking manipulative liar. No, you mad because you got busted. I figured you out. Just like Trisha, just like Miss Samantha, just like Monique, just like 144 Calicade, just like my twin sisters, just like all of them. So it's like too many people are flipping and becoming perps, and they don't tell you. They don't even tell you. They don't even let you know. It's like they're quiet with it. And don't even go there with trying to talk about, oh, well, I've been through more than you, or I've been through this, or I've been through that and stuff. When you encourage everybody else to talk about their targeting. But why do I deserve to be, what makes me different that I deserve to be muzzled? Because I'm just trying to get my targeting and narcissistic abuse and MK Ultra whatever story out just like anybody else. At first, you were encouraging me to go ahead and tell everything and say that's part of my testimony. And then all of a sudden you try to muzzle me and think I should be isolated with nobody to talk to. So, and that telephone scatologia perp keep freaking calling me. So, of course, I can't be asleep right now because they got off from work and kept on waking me. They were making noise and waking me up and stuff when they got off from work. And I just showed y'all some perp activity. So you still want to falsely accuse me of being a fake spy and falsely accusing me of being an agent, or like what 144 Calicade what she would try to falsely accuse me of working for the DHS fusion centers when she's the one slandering, bullying the shit out of me and perping me. I'm just stating what's going on. I'm not laughing. I'm not making fun of y'all or none of that. I'm just stating, talking about my experiences. And you don't have a right to instill fear and bully and control me, and I'm 8 years older than you. Or y'all the ones who have reached out to me. And then switch your narrative and make like I'm such an annoying pest. When, nobody told y'all to come reach out to me. In fact, Darius tried to wait till I'm in my weakest moments to try to swoop in and to pretend to be fake support. Because when he came in October 2020, I wanted to just, quit reaching out to more friends or reaching out for support and stuff like that. So y'all the ones who approach me and start love bombing me and try to butter me up, and and now all of a sudden you just try to tear me down and make me feel like I ought to be viewed as worse than y'all perps if you still being targeted. But don't try to make like I'm the worst demon on the face of this earth just because I uncovered the truth about y'all narcissistic abuse behind closed doors. And because just because somebody might seem like you might think that they're righteous and good and online or on the internet and stuff, behind closed doors, you don't know what that person is putting another person through. So, with all these narcissistic lectures, and I'm not allowed to get a word in or to fight back, and then the fake punishments and abuse just get more brutal. So, I don't want any more close friends. If every friend that approaches me, they want to be a narcissistic, control freak, fake friend and try to dictate and police my life or try to make me feel bad about certain things, or you think you're better than me, or think that I'm childish or immature, or you think you got more common sense than me, you're no different, no better from the fake foster mom and all of my abusers. Why don't you just respect me as a normal person? All that freaking experimentation I had in foster care that rewired me and messed me up with the V word and, psych pills and being in a cult and stuff and, just being totally restricted. I was like, so if I've been so totally restricted all these years, childhood and adulthood, living off of forced low income all these years, how the hell y'all gonna call me greedy and entitled? That trigger word greedy, and entitled and falsely making like as if I'm receiving, like as if I'm living like a queen or something. Like, how the hell is it living like a queen and I haven't even got to have a bath in like about a week? Or close to a week. And y'all muzzled me and bullied me into silence against y'all abuse. And then when I speak out against it, all I get is more tell off responses. So, but y'all freaking at your own convenience, y'all have bad behavior and, act mentally unstable your damn self. So how dare you try to judge me as crazy and demon possessed and out of control and everything? It's like I just can't believe that 2022 is not my year. I went through so fucking much this year. And it's like y'all trying to get me to cave in and just, give up. I'm surprised I keep on fighting right now. But shame on you to be a professed targeted individual and then try to ruin someone else's mental health.